In this video, we will be looking at how to calculate the tax on your income for somebody paying through PAYE. PAYE stands for Pay As You Earn and is the most common method of taxation in the UK, with over 30 million individuals receiving their pay from Pay As You Earn employment. PAYE is a system whereby your employer will pay your income tax and national insurance contributions before you actually receive your pay, thereby making the taxation process more simple for the employees themselves, as for the large part you won't need to file your own taxes. Everybody is given a tax code for their employment, and this will be found on your payslips and forms such as a P60. It is your tax code which has an impact on how you'll be taxed and shows what your personal allowance will be. This personal allowance is the amount of income on which you will not pay income tax. A person's tax code will be dependent on things such as if you have more than one job, any marriage allowance, or if you have already used up your personal allowance for the year. The code used for most employees through PAYE who have one job is 1250L. This code gives a personal allowance from income tax of £12,500. This is the tax code we will use for our examples in this video. Income tax is the first part of calculating your overall tax on income. Income tax is split into bands, and so as your gross salary changes, so too might your income tax band. It is important to note that you are only taxed at the said rate for the specific income which it falls into, rather than your whole income. The tax bands are your personal allowance, which is up to £12,500, on which you will pay 0% income tax. The basic rate tax band is applied to income which is between £12,501 up to £50,000, and the income tax at this band is 20%. On income that is between £50,001 and £150,000, the higher rate tax band will be applied, which is a 40% income tax. And then for those who earn income exceeding £150,000, this income over the threshold will be taxed at 45%. Here is an example of how to calculate how much income tax you will pay. In this example, we will use a gross salary of £30,000 for a PAYE employee with a tax code of 1250L. The tax code shows that they have a personal allowance of £12,500, and so we will start by subtracting this from their total salary. This leaves £17,500 as taxable income. As this salary lies completely in the basic rate tax band, this entire £17,500 of taxable income is taxed at 20%, the basic rate. To work this out, we do 17,500 times 0.2, which equals £3,500. So the income tax in this example would be £3,500 per year. However, income tax is not the only calculation we need to make to work out our take-home pay, as we also need to take into account national insurance contributions, which is essentially a further income tax. National insurance contributions are used to qualify for the state pension and to pay for things such as maternity allowances. There are 4 classes of national insurance repayment, but the large majority of employees in PAYE will be part of Class 1 national insurance. Class 1 NI has an allowance of £9,516 per year, on which no payments will be made. For Class 1 national insurance, there are 2 repayment rates for employees, which are a 12% contribution rate at an income between £9,516 and £50,024. After this upper earnings limit threshold, people will pay a rate of 2% on any income over £50,024. Here is an example of calculating your national insurance contributions. We will use the same gross salary as earlier for our example of calculating income tax. With a personal allowance of £9,516, we can subtract this from the £30,000 salary, which leaves £20,484 of income that is subject to national insurance. With this whole income fitting between the primary threshold and the upper earnings limit, the rate of contribution will be 12% for this entire income. To work out how much this is, we do 20,484 multiplied by 0.12, which equals £2,458.08. Therefore, national insurance contributions will be £2,458.08 per year. With these two calculations made, we can therefore calculate the total tax on income for this example of a £30,000 salary. The total tax on income equals the income tax plus national insurance contributions, which from our previous calculations is £3,500 plus £2,458.08, which gives us £5,958.08. So the total tax on income for a salary of £30,000 is £5,958.08. If we use an example of a £55,000 salary with a tax code of 1250L and in Class 1 national insurance, we can calculate the total tax on income for this salary as well. Firstly, we calculate the income tax, which for a £55,000 salary will be split across 3 tax bands. £5,000 will be taxed at the higher rate, which is 40%, as this £5,000 is above the £50,000 threshold. £37,500 will be taxed at the basic rate, which is 20%, and £12,500 will be the personal allowance, and so taxed at 0%. Adding this all up, we get £2,000 plus £7,500, which gives an income tax of £9,500. Then we can calculate how much our national insurance contributions are. Using our previous knowledge of the thresholds, we can work out that £4,976 will be above the upper earnings limit and so taxed at a 2% rate. £40,508 will be taxed at the 12% rate, and our allowance will be £9,516, taxed at 0%. Adding this all up, we get a total national insurance contribution of £99.52 plus £4,860.96, which is £4,960.48. This means that the total tax on income is £9,500 plus £4,960.48, which equals £14,460.48. It is noted that these examples don't take into account extras such as student loan repayments or optional salary sacrifices.